do, sweaty bum hole, do, sweaty bum hole, do, sweaty bum hole, do. Hold on. No, we're not doing sweaty bum. Maybe we are. No,
Okay.
it's time for a mumble.
Do you remember those little sticky things and you'd stick them and then
And then I go, boop,
yeah,
just
like
my butthole on this chair. And look, we have a special guest today.
Ahoy, hoy!
It's the ex-Battlehammer pup.
The lesser spotted.
The lesser
Parky.
spotted, still expanding the gut area Parky.
Look, if I don't, no one else will.
Well, yes. How are ya?
I'm alright.
Good.
I I had a bit of a sniffle, but I'm okay.
Yeah, illnesses, mate. They're a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently.
What else? I've still got all my limbs. That's good.
Helpful.
Need them for occasionally moving around, not too often.
Well, like that picture you sent me this morning. I said, tea or beer when you get round, and the picture is sealed stuff. Beer. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. So we thought it was about time we did a mumble for you.
Yes.
Because the last one was 2 whole months ago. That can't be right.
No, there was another one.
Was there?
There was another one.
I don't
But
remember.
that might have been one you'd saved and then put up later. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Because obviously it's difficult now to do a lot of constant filming like we used to do. So that's why you get a load of my solo shit to annoy you all. Which unfortunately is not annoying anybody.
Oh.
Must try harder. So, what do we know about gaming recently then, Parky? What do you know?
Oh, what do we know? Gaming generally.
Before we get on to
specific.
questions.
The new Eldar book for 40k just came out. What else?
Nap time?
What's on the Kickstarter at the moment?
I'm not following anything on Kickstarter at the moment.
I've kind of turned off my Kickstarter sense because it's just like, oh fuck, more stuff to want to need to, and then this game and then that game and then more models and fucking hell.
Alright, so we'll go through some. I've got a couple of questions on here that we'll do because it's kind of gaming related anyway.
Just to get us.
So Brian Edwards goes, yeah, how are you doing? Well, we just answered that one. We're doing pretty good.
Doing okay.
Pretty good. Someone told me, said, how come we're not seeing much of Parker these days?
Well, I can officially say now.
Dun dun
because
dun dun
I
dun!
want to say, and so I got a new job, an actual employment from people.
You can thank me later.
Yeah.
Go on.
I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to do my 3-month probation to make sure that I actually had the job, but I now work for War Cradle Studios.
Dun dun dun!
As a studio writer or person who does a bunch of stuff.
Sitting on his arse doing nothing,
Sitting on
basically.
my arse. Yeah, doing gaming stuff.
Sitting on his arse, doing nothing, and can't even be bothered to paint figures while he's doing nothing.
Mate, I know, right? So hopefully in the next coming months you'll see some stuff from War Cradle that will have my grubby fingerprints on it. That I've said like, I did that and I did
And I'm sure
that.
at some point he'll come here and tell us spoilers and show us spoilers
I'll
and
tell straw spoilers.
He'll
But
tell me
I
spoilers.
can't officially tell you spoilers as
Obviously.
yet.
Obviously.
So off camera I'll talk to
And I'll go,
about what I've been working on. Well, you won't care, more likely.
Probably not unless I get toys. I'll just go, so what, don't care.
So that's why I haven't been able to be up, because I've been
busy.
working there. Been
Actually
actually
been busy.
working, having a gaming job, which has been awesome and weird and fucking don't know what's going on. It is until it's not, and then suddenly it is again. It's like there'll be like sometimes it's just like too long, get on with some stuff in the background, and that's fine. And then suddenly like, oh, there's a deadline. I'm not used to deadlines. I don't like deadlines. they're things that normal, like real people have. I don't like it.
So you're doing all this rules checking and everything from home.
Yeah.
On the old computer and stuff. Do you actually get involved, or do you see? Because I know you pop down to the office every now and again.
Once a fortnight I go down to the office.
Do you actually see any of the games being play tested?
We don't really
Play test.
We do play test, but it's kind of, it's not like we'll have a whole game set up and then we'll play a game from start to finish. It'll be like, right, we've got an idea, here's the idea, and then narrow it down.
That is, I think, a small problem with a lot of gaming companies these days.
I mean, it's money, you know. You can't pay for people to play games. but then does it pay for itself? I mean, we do have a Warhost group who you used to be a part of, I think, and then you left, and they'll effectively playtest stuff and like double check things, you know.
Because
it's amazing what you go through a bit of paperwork, some rules or whatever it is, and you go through it like 5 times in as much detail as you possibly can, and then someone else goes through it, and then someone else goes through it, and you all pick up little bits, and then 5 minutes after giving it to someone who's not in the company, and they just go, "Oh, you missed this, this, and this." Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I suppose it must be like that because you're constantly
just kind of go, "Whoa."
It's constantly like, right, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But more importantly, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's amazing. Just, you know.
So you're not missing the Battle Hammer at all, are you?
I mean, yeah, I do miss playing games and hanging out with you and your sexual beard.
I hate this twat.
Oh, it's not freshly. Is it
no, it's yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for taking him off my hand, War Cradle. He's your slave now, and he's not very good, but he does try. He does try.
Passion is everything.
If can't believe out of all this, we wanted the Battle Hammer to be good for us both and everything. It ended up just being good for you. What a crock of shit!
I mean,
what a crock of utter pig poop. But it's good for you, and more importantly, it's given you some self-respect.
I wouldn't go that far.
Ah, nearly. Johnny Cannon, Johnny Juju. Review thoughts, alcohol fuel mumblings. Us, no. On the supposed reprint of Cursed City, worth buying.
Haven't played it, have we? I mean, I haven't played it. I don't know if
I've played one game of it. If you like Blackstone Fortress, you'll like it. It's Blackstone Fortress Fantasy.
Yep.
The figures are beautiful.
But you can buy them all separately now, can't you?
Yep.
If that's all you want, you can get them separate.
Yeah. I don't know how much they're banging it out for. It's got to be over 100.
Same price as it was first time round.
And what was the issue? Was it like some art or something?
I don't know 100%. As far as I was aware, there was some art stuff that was used without permission, and so there was like licensing stuff they couldn't do or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds about right, doesn't it?
Weirdly, that's normally the stuff that GW have a go at other people for. But I guess even when you've got a legal team of millions or whatever they've got, like, you still have to toe the line. The only sad thing, the sad thing from my perspective is like Blackstone Fortress had 5, 6, 7 expansions, some big, some little, all this kind of stuff.
They are going to have expansions for Cursed City.
Oh, are they? Oh,
the reason why there hadn't been any at the moment because of all the ruckus about pulling the game and everything.
Right.
But now, because it's on print and demand for the moment, I think, and then it gets properly dropped again at some point. But there will be expansions for it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's good. Then it probably is worth getting then if you fancy that sort of thing.
It's actually not a bad little game.
Yeah.
I was going to try and read the rules so we can play it over the next couple of days, but completely forgot.
I haven't. I've heard it. You were saying it's Blackstone Fortress, but it is Blackstone Fortress Plus. Like, it is better.
It's taken like all the best bits out from it and zhushed it a bit.
Like the you don't roll a d20 for the
Beastie's doing
doing stuff anymore.
No,
it's like a d12 or a d6
like
or whatever, and like if they're aggressive they do this, and if they're not.
It's the one with a bloody shovel that kept bloody doing a dig attack.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he smacked the bloke on the head, dug a hole for a minute. I'm like, hold on.
That's excellent.
Where's me bloke gone?
I love that.
And then I spent like the rest of the game trying to get him out of the dirt.
Oh, that's awful.
Fuck off.
Oh,
It was
terrifying.
It's really good. As I said, the figures are beautiful. But as I said, you can get them separately.
I think they do expansions. I didn't know that. They were playing on that. That's cool. I didn't know they were playing on a full release. I know that it was like a 2-week window where you could pre-order, make on demand. And I thought, well, if they're just doing that, then they're not going to re-release it fully. But if they are re-releasing it fully with, I suppose they just want to get interest and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea because it would have made a great role-playing scenario as well.
Yeah.
Where your Inquisition come along and say, right, we're sending you guys into this city. So like you've got targets, and you like the main bad guys. They're your targets. You take them out, then get the big guy. That would be awesome.
I think
awesome little RPG session.
From my perspective, I'm still kind of not fully on board with Age of Sigmar because it's like the old world, It feels like the old world. I know it's not the old world; it's the Mortal Realms or whatever, but it feels
It
old
does.
worldy.
It feels very
You know,
old worldy.
There's a certain Kislev vibe with the undead
And the vampires and everything.
Yeah.
It's just the way that during the day the city is kind of almost normal, apart from the undead guards stomping around and shit like that, and like everyone's always constantly scared. And then at night you get it all kicks off. That's really,
vampires.
yeah. It's.
Love it.
As I said, the miniatures are really nice. And then Kev C. Smallwood. Kev said, "Where's Parker been hiding out? Is he okay?" I mean, for Parker, that is. Well,
I mean, I'm okay for me. Yeah,
we now
as
know.
far as I go. Yeah.
We now know where he's been hiding out.
Been doing that. I'm now raid slave.
Winking, allegedly, pretending that he's actually a person.
Fake it till you make it, or in my case, just keep faking.
Faking.
It.
Keep faking.
Pick up my poo.
Pick it up. Right, I believe Mr. Halliday has done the
Oh,
usual.
I've no doubt he's got fat stacks.
And jumped in and gone, here you go, 4 million questions.
I didn't want to say about gaming. I've been playing more board games lately.
Oh, you've got time to play board games and not pay miniatures for the channel for when we play games. You're some sort of wanker.
Not like lots of board games, just some
What have you
board
been
games. So we've been playing, because Chris and Stick, who you know off the channel, you've probably seen them here floating around. We've been playing a lot of Gloomhaven online. We're playing just odd little board games.
As I said, with Gaz and Grant over the other day, we played Nemesis, and then we played Cult Express, and then we played some cards against Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Just nice to play the little games that we forget about.
Yeah, totally.
Especially like Cult Express. So fun.
Played some Sushi Roll. Played some.
Sushi Roll.
Played some Blood Rage. One of the best games ever.
Yeah.
And Dungeon Mayhem. You know. Just
how can you not
like
play Dungeon Mayhem?
Well, no, I don't know.
But you haven't played any figure stuff, have you?
No figure stuff.
Are you excited for the next couple of days?
Yeah, man. Playing some toy soldiers and shit.
Are you going to get an erection?
Probably, yes. With my little lipstick penis will poke out.
Yucky.
Cheesy.
So,
it's not easy being
yeah,
cheesy.
because we couldn't play what we're playing. We're playing Crisis Protocol. We're also going to introduce you to Last Days of the Zombie Apocalypse.
Yes.
Which you will be playing solo.
Okay.
I'm going out.
Okay.
No, I'm going to do all the zombies and everything.
Alright.
I'm going to teach you how to play the game, so you will do it solo, so it will be very, very good. Trust me, I do like the game a lot. I think
Good times.
So I started another campaign with it. It's
okay.
so good, and I've done my got to the ends of 2 of my campaigns for 5 Leagues from the Borderlands, which is a 3rd edition coming out soon, and 5 Parsecs from Home, by the same company, same guy and everything. Very, very similar rules. And one of them, my entire group died.
Oh dear.
As in, I had 8 people, and 6 of them died in this one mission, and it was proper death. I'm like, dead. Like 1 to 5. Dead.
Oof.
Dead, no! So there was a picture, I don't know if you saw it, but it was like graves, and my two people left going,
oh.
And they both went, nah. And they just
damn right.
went off into their own little world. I went, oh. And then the futuristic-y one, the 5 Parsecs, same sort of thing. My group just got fucking decimated. Dead. I'm like, no! So I've got to start those 2 new campaigns, which is good because I liked playing the game, so that's a bonus. And of course I'm doing my 5 levels from the Sump, where I've got 1 running on Patreon and 1 running normal. The Patreon one went, did that go really well or really badly?
If you're not sure, so I don't know how to help you with this.
No, I think it's the normal one went really well because I was coming against the Spider Cult.
Oh yeah.
That was really good fun.
I saw you put the pictures up on the Facebooks.
Yeah, really good fun. I'm really enjoying that and writing the rules and thinking, no, I'm not happy with that rule and changing it in big game. It's great. Fuck you, it's my rules. I've got a damn well pleased.
I think I don't know if it's because now I don't get the chance to game anymore, but like I'm feeling less about like the winning. Like if people die, well, it's sad, but that's part of the story. Right, whereas it used to be like winning is everything, and I think because I don't get to play it, actually it's more fun to just have fun than it is
well, you've heard it here first. That'll be interesting in the films later today then.
I mean, obviously...
Because would it be...
Yeah.
No, I don't want to win!
I'm sure I will get shirty. I'm sure it was just a case of I haven't played it, so in the back of my head it's like, just don't worry about it. And
do you find because you're not playing as much, when you do like spend like 10 minutes just sitting there and right, let me come up with something for Marvel then, do you suddenly like go, right, and get really involved in the thinking and putting it together?
Yeah, because you're like, previously in my own time, it would have been this game for 10 minutes, that game for 10 minutes, that game for 10 minutes, this game for half an hour, whatever. But now it's like, obviously I'm at work, I've got to be thinking about work stuff. So then when you kind of veer out, you're suddenly like, oh, new, different things. It's like more... But then that's good because...
Brighter colours.
Brighter colours, yeah, and that's positive because I think, one of the things we talked about with Chris and Stu was like, you've got a lot of experience playing a lot of different games, and that's better, whatever, for the sake of game writing. It's better to have a wider breadth of knowledge than it is like, you might be the best 40k player in the world, but if that's all you know, well, that's great for 40k, but it's not really helpful if you're trying to go, oh, I've got an idea for this thing that might be in this system, and I've got another idea in this system, and if I put them together and go, oh, that's a good idea, whereas if you're just like 40k or whatever game, then you're just going to play 40k and you're kind of blinkered.
That's why I've had a lot of fun with this.
I was coming up with, I won't tell these guys, but I came up with like a rule set kind of thing for this thing, and I was like, I know I've heard it before, and I know I've got it from somewhere, and I realised it was a mashup of two other things, and then this other thing, and I've gone, I've created this new thing. It's like, there's nothing new in the world because it's all, but it's still new because it's new, but it's kind of inspired by this and inspired by that.
As I said, that's why I'm doing this 5 levels myself, because I'm using like the 5 parsecs from home core rules, and then obviously I've got to take all the tables out from that and bring in a whole load of extra new stuff from Necromunda to make it all feel Necromundery. And I'm having so much fun doing it.
Yeah.
Which is great. So.
Oh, Eddie, Ed.
Oi, oi, oi.
Ed. We love you, Ed.
We do.
Lovely to see your dolly old eeks. I don't know what that means. Together again. Question the first of many. Are you planning on playing Wrath and Glory at some point? Seems like a cool, fast-flowing system.
It is a cool, fast-flowing system. I do actually own it. I've got the supplements.
This is the 40k new role-playing game.
Yeah, it's basically Dark Heresy redone. The system's changed as well, which I'm not...
do you have careers like you used to?
I can't fucking remember.
All right.
I've got the rule book. It's on my shelf. The supplements are on the shelf.
For rule books.
I haven't actually opened it, looked at it. I honestly... You have careers, I think. You do have your, like, profession-y kind of thingy. Will we get to play? Well, hopefully at some point, but...
So many games, so little time.
Yeah, and role-playing is a bit hit and miss with our groups at the moment, isn't it? It's very hit and miss. It either works really well, or it doesn't, and the GMs just get so despondent, we think, why the fuck should we bother? And I get a lot of time
I don't.
Yeah, and a lot of time you get players that, they think they're having fun, but the poor GM is sitting there going, I want to fucking pluck my eyes out. I'm having no fun here. But the players think it's all fun. Yeah, maybe the players should actually wake up sometimes and actually ask the GM if the GM's having fun, because they are the ones that are actually creating a story for you to play. I don't know. Because someone did ask if we were going to go back to Symbaroum. I would like to, because I do love the game, and I liked our characters, but I think there's always one or two characters in the group that after a while kind of grate on you. And you kind of think, I really hope that they stop playing.
Or die.
Or die
in the game.
In real life.
Oh.
So I don't know, is the simple answer.
But it has been hard, we were saying this just off camera, like it has been hard to play role-playing games online. I think that I can see the advantages.
I think
it was new when it was new and exciting. It was like, wow, we get to still play role-playing games even though we couldn't see each other during like massive lockdowns and stuff, which was great. actually now I'm starting to see it'd be nice to
get around the table again.
Yeah, and because you communicate differently, you know, and even like when you talk over each other, you can still hear what everyone's saying, whereas on Zoom or whatever, it just blocks everyone out.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
And by the time you interrupt, they've already gone on to the next thing, so your interruption doesn't make any sense.
And then you can't remember what you were interrupting about in the first place.
Exactly, and it's very, because you're in your own room, if other people are talking, it's very easy to kind of disengage, which you wouldn't do in a real life situation. You can't have like aside conversations. Yeah. And there's something, even the dice rolls aren't as impactful. Yeah. I can see the advantage for something like if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons and you're using the like maps and like I could see the advantage of that. Yeah, it'd be nice to just get around a table.
Yeah. Shut up. Frankie says no. But yeah, and I think
and you feel like,
I think the other problem that I found with our Sunday group was the fact that it was suddenly came every week, and in our youth we used to do that all the time. We'd play it every fucking like Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. We'd play as often as we could, and we would just keep playing. But then you get a bit older, and you're like, well, you know, I could run a game today, but I'd like to have a nap.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I just want to actually just kick back and watch some shit TV.
Yeah.
You know, or I want to spend some time with the other half.
Yeah.
It was Sunday, no one does it on Sundays. Yeah, but if people work all week and everything and work hard, you just...
Mate, yeah,
it's a day.
I've definitely changed how I used to, you know...
Yeah?
It was like games, and I'm like, I love games, I'd still want to play lots of games, but man, if I could just have like a night off, that'd be great.
It's a weird thing.
And then you've got friends who don't sleep.
God, I mean, I would like to go back to GMing once a month, but it has to be around the table. I can't be doing that fucking online shit anymore. It's no fucking... I don't get a buzz out of that.
No, it's not the same.
Because, you know, you're seeing a pixelated face of them going...
Thank you.
I want to see them do it in the flesh.
I've noticed you don't... Not you, but one. I don't think you roleplay as much. Like, you play the game...
But you're not roleplaying.
But you're not... You're solving problems or discussing things or whatever you're doing. I think we should do this. You're not saying this sort of stuff in character.
Yeah.
You're like in the same way. Maybe that's just me, but...
Well, it's because we're not voice actors and stuff like that.
Oh, and then that as well.
We're just Muppets.
But still, I think...
Well, we like being
when
Muppets.
you're role-playing around a table, you're more... To me, anyway. Feels
predisposed
like
to actually being the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's next?
Question. The second from the Edster, Edosaurus Rex. Have you considered printing a few straw minis with doggos, getting Parker to paint them, good luck with that, and selling/auctioning them as limited Battle Hammer specials?
Who's saying this?
Ed.
Get the fuck out of my way. Get out of my way. Stay there. Stay there. Shut up, you. Hello. Shut up.
It's good to see you, everyone, on the internet. I mean, not that I can see you, but I can see the little shine in the light, and I'm going to assume that's your soul. I'm staring into it.
Round thing.
Got his little Viking with dogs.
What? Do you mean like... Can you see that, Parky? It's on the blue phone.
Yes.
What, like that? Me and Doggos?
There.
Which way?
No, there. No, I'm pointing at them.
Oh.
Yeah.
There.
There you go.
Me and Doggos.
They're not in focus, but they can see them just about. It's not my fault.
Fucking not in focus. That's a proper resin one from Lions. Yeah.
I didn't want to say it. And
Dan Kelly.
Yeah. That guy.
And that's I did a bigger up version.
Tight.
So I could, but yeah, that's me. There is a Parker in the works.
Oh.
I think you're a pirate hunter or something.
Oh, hunt your pirates.
Oi, get out of the way. So yeah, we know this chance.
If I had time to paint, yes.
But no,
idea, but
no one really cares that much.
People can buy that though, can they? It's available to buy from Lion Tower Miniatures.
Yeah.
If we were clever, we'd put a link in the description down below.
Well, we're not, because I have to do all that now, and I fucking haven't got a fucking clue.
Copy paste.
Yeah, I noticed that. I had to do that the other week. I'm like, oh, Oh, so I've learned to do that now.
Copy paste.
I'm not fucking doing it. I mean, we've got Brian Edwards now doing this new mugs. Did you see them?
Yeah. I thought that was an old mug. I didn't realise that was a new one.
They're new.
I thought that he got that from.
No.
Oh, what a
They're
dude.
new mugs.
What king of the world?
Yeah, they're new mugs. They are.
We're lucky.
Because he did the two sorts. He did the one where we're really big on them, or the one that's where it's the whole symbol and the battle hammer and everything. I've been working on some new art anyway.
Tight.
Get rid of you off of it, because I don't need you on it anymore, because you're not part of the battle hammer, are you? Okay, squeezing you might be. Oh, right, I'll still let you be the battle hammer part of. It's slightly crappy a bit.
The other I was always the crappier bit.
Right, what's next?
How are all your old crew doing? Stick, Tara, Grant, and Spoonie.
They're all dead.
Stick and Spoonie are still about. I mean, I'm playing games with them, as we were just saying, kind of usually about a night a week, and then every kind of other Saturday-ish. Playing Gloomhaven online, which is loads of fun. So glad it's online. I loved Gloomhaven.
Oh, because it'll do it all for you.
Does it all for you.
Oh, lazy.
No, but there's no like Gloomhaven is a pretty
intense.
There's a lot of shit going on.
A lot of cards, isn't there?
Like when you think, oh right, okay, we've got to set it up. You've got to get all the cards ready. You've got to get this ready. If you could get a rule wrong, and you're not going to know, and shit like that. And then by the time you put it away, that's like 3 hours just to get one little set. Probably longer than that to get one session out.
Yeah.
Whereas we can get 2 sessions in a night pretty easily.
Wow.
Especially now we kind of click, click, click. We know what we're doing. You know, there's no shuffling cards. There's no fucking amount of tokens. There's none of that. It's really good.
Nice.
No worrying about getting rules wrong. Oh, I forgot how this worked. I didn't get my bonus. Well, I told you what the bonus is. It's there.
It's there.
You know, you can use it or not if you want to. Just t'other night.
T'other night.
When
sky were black.
We found not a secret mission, but like you get encounters and then they give you a new mission. And without spoiling anything too much, there were 2 separate units of enemies. So you had some spirits and some bandits, and they were fighting each other as well as you. It was really cool. It was the first time I've seen anything like that in Gloomhaven.
Wow.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do. But you had the spirits, and they were blue. We were green, and then the other baddies were red. And and if they would fight whoever's like standard rules, if they're closest, they'll hit them. You know, just following normal rules. But it's no fucking way I'd want to have to do that.
No.
If you're fucking is he with him, and who would he attack? Is he attacking you, or is he attacking he's done hit 2 hit points to him.
No, that would work really well on PC.
Oh, he's doing a mass attack on everyone. Where there's like 12 people in range. Oh, fucking.
Could be here a while.
Yeah. Whereas when you're doing it all online.
Blop, blop.
And also because of the way missions unfold, you don't see the other rooms. Normally you set up all the other rooms ahead of time, but now it's like, so one mission before that, what we had to do, you could see the rooms, but you couldn't see what was in them. Mm-hmm. So you saw the footprint, if you like. And we had to get from room A, room B, in room C, there's a hex, we had to get to there. Mm-hmm. Fine, not a problem. Right. Room A, there's a bunch of guns. Oh fuck, right, straight into room C. Bunch of stuff appears. There's a pressure plate, you have to press on that, surrounded by traps to open that door. Alright, fine. Well, we're just running through, right? I jumped onto the platform, so I didn't have to worry about the traps. Mm-hmm. Opens that door, then 2 more fucking things appear. And that's what happens when you stand on the trap. So suddenly we're all surrounded by a bunch of stuff. We're like, oh fuck! Whereas, you don't get that if you're...
No.
You set it, when we do this will happen.
Yeah.
And then we did it again. We failed it because we were just like, fuck, there's all this stuff. And we were like, well, no, we did it second time. Slow and steady, get rid of all this stuff. Move into the next room, get rid of that stuff before we press the buttons. Now we know stuff's coming. Then we kill these guys, then we go through the door, then we finish those guys off. And we just did it super easy. It was like, wow, we've learned and we wouldn't have had that experience if we were playing it on the table.
No.
And it's different. I mean, with a board game, when you're not worried about character stuff, and you can just have your Zoom in the corner here, and you're just chatting to each other, but you're focused on the game.
Yeah.
I like it for that. Board Game Arena we've been using a little bit as well, where you've got a lot of board games. They've got, I'm trying to think of actual games now. There's a lot of board games.
He can't.
Many board games. City on Big Shoulders, Race Against the Galaxy we've been playing a lot, which is really good. Through the Ages, always pick on Chris.
Is that an actual game?
No, that's just a rule for all of the games. Because he just gets so smug.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? Bless his little cotton
Gets a bit
socks.
smug, Spuddy. And then we've
I'm going to beat you because I'm the best at everything.
yeah.
Oh,
Apart
yeah.
from when you're not. Let's fuck you up. I haven't seen Tara or Grant in
Ever.
donkeys, not since pre-COVID times.
No.
Before that. I think I followed Tara on her Instagram. She seems happy. Well, every now and again I'll see a picture of her and her girlfriend and their dog, just like out at a place. They seem happy. I don't know about Grant. I don't know what he's up to.
No idea.
Fucking Ed.
Oh,
Question 4. What traditional games did you enjoy most when you were younger? Marbles, conkers, hopscotch, rolling hoops, poo sticks, jacks? Question. How the fuck old do you think we are? Oh, when you were a kid.
when I was a
you
kid,
were fucking rolling.
We didn't. We didn't. That round thing
didn't have wheels.
hadn't been invented.
We had
We were
squares.
just walking around with a stick hitting a rock.
Yeah.
It didn't roll very
No.
far. Nothing. It was all imaginary games, wasn't it? Like war and fucking
Yeah.
shit like that. There was never.
British Bulldog.
Oh god, that was involved playing with other people.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know you. I mean, I think you as well. I mean, we were both pretty young when we got into this kind of gaming.
Yep.
Like, I don't really remember a time before that.
I was 14, I think.
Finding fancy books.
Yeah. So just before
Can't have been that old.
even before that, I was still had soldiers and stuff like that. I was still
Yeah.
like sitting there and putting them on a table and
Lego.
working out.
Lego,
Yeah.
Lego I liked a lot as a
Yeah.
kid. I remember I'm sure I've told this story before, but I remember must have been 10, 11.
Stone.
You cunt. And I had this Lego set up and I built it all and I was just like wicked. Done it. Took me ages. And then my nephews came round. Just fucking, I was livid. I was fucking fuming.
Yeah, because when you build it, you're meant to build it the way it is. That's it. That's then when you stop. You don't start taking it apart and building other things.
I realised that now I've seen the Lego movie.
Yeah.
I'm Will Ferrell's character. I'm not the kid who's all excited about building something. I'm like, no, you built the thing, and then you look at it, and it stays there. You put it in a box so it doesn't get dusty.
That's like, would you pay £104 for fucking Thor's Lego hammer though?
No, I wouldn't. But
I looked at that and
it
went,
is really expensive Lego now.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh, it's got a secret compartment in it.
I mean, I want
Would.
it.
Yeah, I do.
wouldn't buy it, but, yeah.
I'd like to have a big Lego hammer because it's a hammer.
Yes. Yeah. The
You
battle
know,
hammer.
spray it orange, but £104 for a bleeding hammer?
Yeah, it's not cheap.
No.
My favourite toy was Manta Force, and that was like a big spaceship. And funnily enough, I mean, I must have been 8, 9, 10-ish
Stone.
kind of age. Fuck you, cunt. And it was a big spaceship, and the lid
Is that
came
the one that
off.
came apart?
Yeah, and you had the little dudes all sitting around the outside, and then they had little ships inside.
Yeah.
And they were like red ones and blue ones, and like the plain ones and the underwater ones and the land ones, kind of like Centurions vibes. And the little dudes, almost like Zoids, that kind of thing. So I mean, I was playing this before I even knew that this was a thing.
Mine was Star Wars figures, obs.
Oh, yeah, of course. Star
Before
Wars figures,
that,
fucking hell.
it was Action Man and all of that.
Mhm.
That kind of thing. With these eagle eyes.
I don't know if he's got them anymore. And the grippy hands,
The grip, well,
claws,
so
and the fuzzy Velcro hair.
fuzzy hair.
Yeah. A little bit longer and you'll be
A bit
there.
longer, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything before that.
He-Man figures.
No, I never had any He-Man
Did you
figures.
not?
No.
Oh.
I want He-Man figures.
Okay. Again, Ed with the fucking random tangents.
Sure, here we go.
Obligatory non-gaming question.
What? We don't have them on this channel.
Favourite Liam Neeson film? He was iconic in Batman Begins.
Darkman.
Oh, Darkman, great choice.
Take the fucking bear!
Yeah, great choice. Darkman's a wicked film. I thought you were going to say Phantom Menace just because you were Qui-Gon Jinn for a
I
while.
was Qui-Gon Jinn for a long time. No, Darkman. Take the fucking bear!
Darkman's
It's Bruce Campbell at the end, isn't it? When he turns into Bruce Campbell right at the very end.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's such a good film. But then again, I do like a lot of Liam Neeson stuff. I really do.
I mean, what was the one? Was it called High Spirits? Where I want to say Steve Guttenberg ends up with a castle that's run by Peter O'Toole, and they pretend it's haunted, and it turns out that Liam Neeson is a ghost, and he because Steve Guttenberg falls in love with, I think, Daryl Hannah as the lady ghost, and they have a thing, and they have to break the cycle of the...
Christ, when are you going back? When was this?
I mean, this was like, yeah.
This like sounds like an 80s
I mean, you wouldn't know it was Liam Neeson if I didn't know later on it was Liam Neeson.
Oh, Excalibur.
Oh, nice.
That's one of his
Didn't know
first
he was in
films.
that. Wow.
One of his first. It was Sir Gawain.
Oh, yeah.
One of his first films.
Rob Roy.
Rob Roy, yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, I did like Rob Roy as well.
There's great sword fights in Rob Roy.
Yeah.
Him and what's his fucking Tim Roth was the bad
Tim
guy.
Roth. Oh,
Wicked.
such a good film. I always felt cold watching it.
I'll tell you what oh yeah.
Just their kilts, and I'm like, boy.
I'll tell you what I saw a little while ago, really enjoyed, and was not expecting what I got out of it. A Netflix, I think it is, film called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is Western, but it's
I've seen it.
the Coen brothers.
Yes.
And it's like an anthology film, so it's like 5 little stories.
Yep.
And there's like, and I only knew the first bit, which is the guy called Buster Scruggs, who's like a singing cowboy.
Big hat.
And a big hat.
Yeah.
He's like, hey everybody, talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Really, and I was like, oh, wicked, I'll watch this film. And then suddenly that's not and then there's all this other stuff goes on. And Liam Neeson's bit is fucking dark.
Yeah.
We won't spoil it here, but Ballad of Buster Scruggs, if you haven't seen it, fuck, it's good.
It really is a good film.
Really,
actually.
fucking Liam Neeson's bit is...
But then there's a whole spate of like he said something or done something, and then people, we don't like Liam Neeson anymore. You know what? Fuck off, people.
Yeah, he did say a thing. I think...
I understand, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail because it is pretty dark. And
It is a bit
nasty.
grim what he said, but at the end of the day, human beings say and do things to offend other people.
And I think if he'd have explained what he was doing, because what he, again, I don't want to go.
He
into
worded
detail,
it. I think he could have
but
worded
he could have
it better.
worded it a lot better, and if he'd have had a way to explain it rather than just in a random interview and said like, this is how I felt. I know it was wrong. I shouldn't have felt like this. So I did this, and this was wrong, and this is now where I am, and I'm trying to not make amends, but like trying to get an idea of, well, this is how people are. People take things onto themselves that they shouldn't take because of this. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes more in a contextual sense. We do have these parts of our brains that we don't really have a huge amount of control over. We're just, we're monkeys with opposable thumbs. That's all we are, really.
Mine don't work that well these days. No. If I'm modelling or something for like more than a couple of hours, or I'm painting for a couple of hours, all of a sudden like,
because you're so old.
oh, because I'm so old, my knees are weak, my back is bent.
There you are. I'm trying to think of other random Liam Neeson films now. I mean, Taken, and then he became fucking action guy.
Yeah, well, it does suddenly sprung, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Taken 1 was awesome.
Yep.
Taken 3, when his daughter's kidnapped, and he goes, right, throw the grenade, I'll come and find you.
Fucking hell, yeah.
What the fuck? So this girl's walking around Paris lobbing grenades about.
Yeah,
Fuck off. No.
Obviously, Schindler's List is fucking...
Oh my god, I went to cinema to see that. Most terrific couple of hours of my fucking life, but damn worth it. Oh, I see all the Marvel stuff's now moving to Disney, isn't it? All the stuff from Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Great. Drop all that other shit. Get rid of all that fucking Jessica Jones and all that crap. Daredevil, man. Boom.
I liked the first season of Jessica Jones with
he was awesome.
David Tennant.
David Tennant was fucking awesome.
Killjoy? No, Killmonger? No,
Killosaurus.
Killosaurus.
Killosaurus Rex.
Killigan?
Kilgrave.
Kilgrave, thank you. Fuck me. Yeah, he was amazing in that. Like, really scary. And
that's the way he gets at her friend, doesn't he? And he looks at her, he's, kiss me like you love me.
Oh.
And while Jessica Jones is standing there going,
Horrible.
yes,
So horrible.
I didn't get on Luke Cage. That just, I'm like,
Oh, it was fine. It wasn't bad, it was just there.
An Iron Fist. Ooh.
Iron Fist was
dear.
not great.
Not a good one.
The least good,
Yeah.
shall we say.
Least gooder.
Yeah.
Although I think I prefer that to Eternals, to be fair.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh.
We need to get round to it at some point.
Even Angelina Jolie in tight-fitting gold armour couldn't save that film.
No?
No.
Some Hayek's in it.
Still couldn't save the film.
Wow.
That's how bad it was. Really bad. And I was about to say something about another film then that I suddenly... You've seen Free Guy yet?
No. I've heard it's really good.
I tell you what,
There's like references and references and references.
I
and
do not
references.
like Ryan Reynolds, and he knows it. He fucking knows it. Don't like him. But that's such a good film.
Yeah?
If you're a gamer
Yeah.
and you're watching it, and you see someone like walking past in the background, and they suddenly start jumping,
Yeah.
or you see someone walking along and they start jumping into a wall, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my fucking god! It's that, and the Chris Evans fucking bit is so funny, so good. But yeah,
What the shit, I believe he says, doesn't he?
yeah. What
Something
the?
like
Something like what the? Oh,
that. Okay. Still trying to think of random Liam Neeson films. Yeah, Darkman was a good one, man. That was
he was a voice of something as well.
voice of Liam Neeson, I think.
Yeah. No, some bloody animated thing.
Was he... I know he was in that bad western with the guy from Family Guy.
No,
6
no.
Million Ways to Die in the West, I think.
Yeah, no, not that. No. It's the voice of some animated
Was
thing.
he the voice of...
Reason?
Was he the voice of the Lion King? Was he the voice of Cinderella?
Of course he was, yes.
Yes.
Liam Neeson was
Have you ever managed to fully paint the miniatures from a board game?
Point one, they're a board game. Point two, no.
If not, which have you come closest to finishing? Oh.
Core Space.
Yeah?
Yep. I've got all of the first box and all of the first expansions done.
Oh, wow. Is that a board game? Or is it a miniatures game?
Kind of board, kind of miniatures, kind of both.
It's on a board.
It's on a
There are
board.
Miniatures.
They're miniatures.
Um,
No. Why? I ain't got fucking time. I ain't got time to paint all the other stuff, let alone stuff for a
Yeah, I
fucking
know,
board game.
yeah, man.
I mean, have you tried painting them chess pieces? Do you know how boring that is?
Airbrush. With some creamy blends. Fucking edge highlighting on the pawns.
You want some creamy blends? You wait till later. Hey!
Hey, non-metallic metal. What a fucking pawn. Oh, wow, it looks like it's made of metal. Yeah, just fucking made of metal, mate. Just good. Solve that fucking problem, didn't we?
Oh, that's just
Boom.
people that paint fucking no more metallics. Just fucking use a metal.
I mean, they are. It's amazing.
But just use a metal.
Yeah.
I want this one to look gold, so I'm just like these subtle browns and work gold.
Yeah.
Subtle browns working through like 57 different shades. Gold.
I think that's one thing I've realised recently. I think when I've always thought of like painting, you either are painting miniatures is you start off bad at it. This is how I used to think of things. You start off bad at it, you get gooder, and then you become very good because you practice and you learn about art and stuff.
That is so bollocks, isn't it?
No, it is, because it doesn't matter how good you are on that scale. And also, there's a vast difference between painting an army and painting a display model. Because if you want to go and paint a display model, like whether it be a display piece for like a Golden Demon, or maybe you want to play a bus or a 57mm scale or whatever, and then you're like, well, I want to work on my non-metallic metal, and I'm looking at it from this angle, and I've got it in a case, and I've got a background for it. You can spend 1,000 hours on that, And an army, even if you could paint a whole army like that, it'd look great in the case, but it wouldn't look good on a table because you'd have all of your colours wrong, and there'd be what background is it against, and when you're playing it, does stuff match?
I've done these all on snow bases. I can't possibly play in the desert.
Yeah, and then suddenly, like, actually, when you're painting an army, things like spot colours and, you know, kind of over the top highlights are actually better because you're looking at that thing and the cohesive view, and it doesn't really matter how good you are as long as you're happy with it. Like, I totally changed my view on it.
I just sling paint them so they don't look grey for when I'm filming.
That's the better way of thinking about it, rather than overthinking and
just
not getting anything painted. Base
coat on them, Agrax earth shade over them, and then they look fine for filming. If I want to at a later date, I can then go back and start blending and highlighting up through it if I want to. Well, I can't be bothered.
Why'd you play those songs so loud?
Because I want to. Because I want to.
That's true. Ow. My weary eyes, as if to hide a lonely tear. My life will be forever autumn.
And I still find, even when I'm filming solo stuff, some of our little catchphrases still.
Yeah, man.
I say 1 point damage. It's only 1 point of damage. Oh, fuck me, we're so lame.
Yeah, I say that with myself.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, board game stuff. I don't think
No, it's the word. You haven't painted any board game stuff. You ain't even fucking painted your own bloody armies and everything yet.
No.
I've still got my fucking crown box to put together as yet.
Oh, yeah. Question 7. Dungeon Bowl. Ever played a previous version?
Yes! Got it signed by Jervis Johnson himself on the day of release.
Wow! Jane sold it, right?
No, I just don't know where it went.
Yeah, things disappear. When
She's a demon at selling
she
stuff.
sold seashells on the seashore.
God, she could sell sand to Arabs.
Oh, wow.
She's like, oh, I'm selling this.
I mean, to be fair, if they're I know that they're expanding the beaches in Dubai. They do need a specific kind of beach sand. You can't just move sand from the desert.
Excuse me. You keep entertaining them. Someone at the door. There's somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door.
Lights. Shush. Enough.
Board game? No. Yeah, I haven't got time to paint. I've painted like 2 models for Massive Darkness, I think. That was a thing. Oh, they're trying to sell him something, I think. Trying to send him Windows. I think he's already got Windows. Yeah, I haven't painted any board game stuff. Dungeon Bowl. So, I might have Dungeon Bowl at home. Yeah, I might have bought that, which I'll tell him in a second. Toy soldiers are good, aren't they?
Minute someone turns around and says, well, you're obviously the man of the house. You can fuck off at my front porch, mate. I ain't got time to talk to you. We're doing stuff on the houses. Good for you. Off your fucking pop. God, people.
So, OG Dungeon Bowl.
Good little game.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
Would you play it again?
What, the original or the new one?
The new one.
I'd play it.
Yeah, if I brought it round, because I've got it.
What have you got it for?
I don't know.
Why on earth did you buy it?
So,
what's fucking wrong with you?
You know, peer pressure's a thing. Have you heard of this peer pressure stuff?
I don't
You don't have any peers.
I don't have
you
any
don't have to worry
peers,
about
no.
it. Now that I'm at work and I'm in the office.
Oh, someone said.
We've got.
So you bought one? Oh, you prick!
Yeah.
What was your discount?
Oh, I'm not at liberty to say. But yeah, I might have got Dungeon Bowl and a couple of Blood Bowl teams.
A couple of Blood Bowl teams?
I've got goblins, like full goblins, and and Blood Bowl. So because you get Dungeon Bowl, you get... So Dungeon Bowl, for those at home who don't know, if you're aware of Blood Bowl, it's Warhammer Fantasy, but it's American football.
You're playing in a dungeon.
And then you're playing in a dungeon.
I wanted the floor plans.
Also, the teams are different.
Yeah.
So you don't have goblins or orcs.
It's based on the colleges of the wizards.
Yeah, so you get in the box, you get College of Fire, which is some ogres and some dwarves and some noblars. And then College of Shadow is the other one, so you get some you get some dark elves, and you get some Skaven.
I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Oh, we might have a Blood Bowl thing going on. Right, okay, then sign me the fuck up. If there's one thing I do, it's randomly go all in on stuff that no one plays. I've still got all that fucking Aristea stuff. How many times have we played that? Like, twice?
I like that game.
It's a good game.
You've got our 7TV stuff. We've never fucking played it.
Never played that, yep. You know, they were in my... Before I became an employed person, having a chance to paint, they were what I was painting. I was painting 7TV minions in their onesies, their blue onesies.
Sorry, that's tickled me, that has. No willpower.
Mate, you know I don't. You can't...
This is like, would you play it? Yeah, what? I've got it. and that look of shame.
Yeah, might have done that.
That's the walk of shame look, that is.
Okay, so
They just needed to sell some, didn't they, at Wayland?
I know, we were talking about getting a Blood Bowl League and shit like that. Because Dungeon Bowl only came out. It literally came out, and it was the weekend that I happened to be in work. So it was like, oh, I've got a Blood Bowl. Oh, I've got a Blood Bowl too. Oh, I've got a Blood Bowl too. Oh, this is cool. Oh, isn't this cool?
Must feel like part of the crew. Must buy.
Peer pressure. Blood Bowl. Yep, fine. I'm in. We were having this conversation, so I wanted to buy a little card game called Fort.
Help me, I'm a mug.
But I was looking at, there's a board game called Root, and I was thinking about getting it, you know. But then, like, well, who am I going to play it with? When I'm going to have the chance to play it? Probably never. And also, more importantly, the question isn't do I buy Root. The question is, do I buy Root and all the expansions? Because
if you buy it, it's all expansions, isn't it?
You can't I'll just buy it and see how it is, and then if I like it, I'll get the expansions.
You just pop your balls in as well, don't you?
Yeah, just got the whole lot. Oh, you might get it and one expansion just to see if you like. No, you're fucking all in, or you're not bothering.
All in.
Fucking all in. On the maps and fucking all the promo card for £500 sent from some guy who knits them. You know, I don't fucking know. Yes, I love it. Thank you very much.
What are you doing? Knitting a private card. It's for Parker.
Yeah. It's not even real.
But he'll still pay for it. Oh my life.
I mean, you know I'm like this.
I know you are.
You know I'm like this.
I fucking know you are. You should have texted me and said, Straw, help me. And I would have gone, oh no mate. Oh, this is your baby.
Pointed and you'd have laughed.
I'd have gone, yeah. Although I might have done an evil monkey from Family Guy.
That's true.
That's gold. Oh, thank you for that one.
That's alright. Question 8.
It's the last one, isn't it?
Now, this is an older question. I think he's edited it and added more, but this is an older question. Yes, so. What are you hoping for / did you get for Christmas?
Nothing. Me and Jane don't do Christmas.
I got you some Necromunda stuff.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
What did I think I got some Necromunda stuff for myself. Yeah, got some Cawdor stuff.
Cawdor, dun, 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 dun.
I did get some after Christmas as well.
And some before Christmas.
And
some during Christmas.
And some 412 bits, and you know. I definitely didn't get any Eldar army though. I mean, not that I've played 40k in 5 years, more than that.
You've got an Eldar army?
Not a whole army.
Oh my
I
fucking...
might have ordered the book and some Guardians.
Oh my days! Parker, you don't even play 40k.
I know, I've got a problem.
You've got a whole fucking Nurgle thing you can do for
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But someone was already playing Nurgle, so I had to play something else.
Who was where?
At the office that I'm never going to play at. Because I'm only there once a fortnight. You know, there. But the new Guardians look really nice.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Plastic crack. No, it's not just that. It's just, it's like when I'm here, like,
But
it's the same when I'm here. Like,
You don't buy anything when you're here.
No, but if you
Although if you want to buy
Cthulhu,
fucking
I might. Yeah, I might. I'll think about that. I've found a place online where they had the last Kickstarter, and you can pre-order the stuff from that Kickstarter that comes out mid this year.
We can talk money later. Oh, Parky.
I'm just so weak.
I know I felt really bad about buying some Skitari.
Oh, what'd you get them for?
I'm going to use
For
them.
this? You got a whole army in the book and cards and Belisarius.
No, I just bought one box. I just bought one box of the Infiltrators.
One?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a number.
I just bought
It's not a
one box. I didn't buy a book or anything. I just bought one box of the Infiltrators that I want to
You
use.
got the book and the tank and the men and the characters and the dice.
No.
The fucking dice.
No,
What are you fucking doing?
Oh my died. Oh.
That guy at the end of the mousetrap, he's just.
Here's my feet. Here's my feet.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude.
Toy soldiers for the win.
Oh yeah.
No, the problem is, right?
You have
Because
no willpower.
Well, that. But because we're older gamers, you've got all of those ideas for armies in your head. Oh, if I could do that, then I'd do that. And if I could do that, then I'd do that. And eventually, they just catch up with you. Like, I've always wanted an Oathway army.
Since,
like forever
I
ago.
always wanted
I just never got round to
a
it.
full Exodite army. You know, proper Eldar scouts on fucking lizards and shit like that.
I mean,
and have you seen like some of the new
Corsairs?
Oh
cool.
fuck me, they are nice. No, I'm not going to buy any. You can fuck off. But they are.
Really nice model.
But stick them on a lizard. Stick them on a lizard. And move over it. So, what have we got coming up? We've got some
that was the
Marvel
last
Crisis
question.
Protocol.
Yes,
We're about to start
Marvel.
playing. Table is all set, as you can see.
Oh, mate.
I'm sure people are going, it's all too crowded. It's not. It won't be. It won't be once you start throwing in buildings about.
You know it, baby.
But no, I mean, we've got that. I don't know, I'm filming lots of stuff. I know you can't do much these days because you are working
I've
for
heard
a
of
rather nice games company. I'm sure at some point they'll give me lots of money for taking you off your
I'm sure they will. I'll give you something. Good hard rogering.
But no, so we have to go play a game.
Outer Rim's getting the expansion. Did you see that?
Is it?
Yeah.
About bloody time. Shut up!
Oh, tell you what I saw. Flicking through the channels,
Telly!
Coronation Street pops up, and they're talking about a board game. They're talking about Wingspan, like
Oh my
a
God.
legitimate, proper board
Really?
game, like actual
Wow.
board game, not
And-
just a pretend like, oh, we're going to play Monopoly. No,
And
no.
Neighbours is all done.
Oh, they're done.
They're finished, they're banging it on the head.
Neighbours. Oh,
Quit stopping it.
what are they going to do? Blow up Australia?
Ramsey Street implodes.
Yeah.
That's finished. It's
Oh.
all over. Such is the way of things.
Time.
Things end.
Yes, like.
And things carry on in their own special way. A bit like the Battlehammer. You know, what we were at the start has now ended because it's had to. But now it's still kind of going on in a...
Changes!
We're still carrying
Song
on.
by David
bloke.
That fella who makes the knives.
Yeah. We'll still be fucking filming our games. Bowie, yeah, very good. We'll still be filming our games, won't we?
Yeah.
Because we're idiots.
Yeah,
we like
bro.
having an audience to play
What the fuck
to.
else are we going to do with our lives?
Thumbs and bumholes.
Thumbs and bumholes. That's fucking. We are thumbs and bumholes.
That's going to be my offshoot channel. Thumbs and bumhole. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Right, enough of that shit. So, if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask
Put them in the doobly-doo.
Ask Willpower Boy and me.
Hell. What are you buying now? I don't know.
What should I buy?
Fucking hell. Yeah.
I know. Ashdown Games, just our favourite as persons, people at the moment. We get all of our stuff. Well, I get all of my other stuff that from Ashdown Games. Good for pricing and everything like that. He's also a really nice bloke. But he goes, I could sort of send a picture saying, I really need to stop buying games. It's like fucking 12, 13 plastic great boxes full of stuff for the shop. Oh, that's so much fun. So, if you've got anything to ask, just...
I pre-ordered some paints. Not that I've done any painting in the last 3 months.
Why?
Because I want them. They're the new Procreate set.
Why do you have to play that music so loud?
Because I want to. Because I want to.
But you don't paint!
I mean, I could though. And if I did, I'd want the right paint.
But then why don't you paint? If you could paint, why don't you paint?
No, I mean, I could.
No, because you just want to bring some fucking grey bits of plastic around here and make my channel look bad, don't you?
Yes. Right, let's get shit-faced.
Let's get shit-faced and play some games. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do you remember how to do this?
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it, want to subscribe. If you don't like it, don't want to subscribe, you don't have to like and subscribe. But we would like it if you liked and subscribed. And until next time, stay